Even though it's been a few years since the release of the Zombies map Buried, some people still don't know the story behind the giant in Buried, which we have been incorrectly referring to as Leroy. In fact, his real name is actually Arthur, and while his involvement in the storyline is not drastically significant, he was one of the characters involved in the beginning of the storyline. To begin the story of Leroy, we must return to before all of the events of the zombie storyline even occurred. On January 1st, 1300, before they seemingly disappeared from history, Primus instructs the Wolf King to begin building Griffin Castle in Dreisendrach. After the completion of Griffin Castle, the Wolf King and his two loyal wolf companions follow him into battle against the Apothicans. The following war is displayed in the portraits on Dreisendrach, and the first painting shows the king and his faithful wolves by his side. The second shows them riding into battle. The third painting shows the Kraken from Shadows of Evil, confirming that this is a war against the Apothicans. In the final painting of the Wolf King, Arthur can be seen slouched over, mourning the death of his king. It is later revealed that Arthur was a servant of the Wolf King. From this we can infer that the reason Arthur is afraid of gunfire on the map Buried is because he saw the violence that ensued during the battle of the Wolf King versus the Apothicans, and as a result, he is fearful of weaponry. On September 19th, 1318, honoring the Wolf King's dying request, his loyal servant Arthur scatters and buries his bones in the grounds of Dreisendrach, accompanied by the king's wolf. These bones will be later dug up on the map Dreisendrach by the wolf himself when trying to upgrade the bow to the wolf/spirit bow. On September 20th, 1318, temporal rifts teleport Arthur to resolution 1295 in 2025 Angola. On October 13th, 2025, the following events occur on the map Moon. Using the Vril device and the focusing stone, Richtofen completes his grand scheme and swaps bodies with Samantha on the Moon, giving him full control of the zombies and the ether. Maxis contacts the remaining members of Ultimus through the station's electronics and asks them for their help to defeat Richtofen. They launch missiles at the Earth, leaving it fractured and broken. They sever Richtofen's connection with the ether, but he maintains control over the zombies. Once Maxis controls the ether in 2035, he returns to the Moon and plucks Samantha from Richtofen's body to join him in Agartha. The previous events on the Moon cause the Earth to fracture, triggering further temporal rifts, teleporting an 1800s American Western town underneath a mining facility in Angola. Arthur is pulled through the rift from 1318, arriving in the now buried town. On December 31st, 2035, Victus arrives at an old western town, now located beneath a mining facility in Angola. They discover Arthur in a jail cell, and he assists them on their journey. The last thing I want to mention is that Arthur is invincible on the map Buried, and even if he falls into the abyss on the Buried map, he will respawn. Now I see two possible reasons for this. A, the game creators at Treyarch saw no benefit to Leroy dying, as it would prevent the players from being able to use him for the rest of the game, so they let him have infinite lives. Or we can look at this from a storyline standpoint and say that Arthur is trapped in a cycle similar to the cycle on Mob of the Dead. Because Arthur was teleported here, maybe it caused him to be infinitely trapped here, where he can never die. Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not done so already. All comments are appreciated if you have any questions or want to add anything to the Leroy/Arthur story. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.